Hello, welcome back. I have been translating for you the Rainbow Tarot deck. The Rainbow Tarot is really just a set that I got recently, and it's really pretty aesthetically. And I decided to do this series because I want to help you to be able to translate your own tarot cards when you get them. It's all about what the images are inside the deck. And so I'm going to translate them from my Morgan Greer deck. Now, the Morgan Greer is pretty close to the Rider Waite deck or Rider Waite Smith. The Rider Waite Smith deck is widely considered the original tarot deck. Um, it was the one that we know that started it all. So most tarot decks are based on Rider Waite, and the Morgan Greer definitely is based on Rider Waite. But you can get other tarot decks that have all kinds of different artwork. And if you can translate from Rider Waite to the new deck, then it'll help you read those decks, the different deck types. So today we're going to go over the suit of the wands from Ace to 10. And the wands are also called the rods. It just depends on what deck you are working with. The Morgan Greer calls them the rods. I'm going to go ahead and call them the wands. It's kind of what I'm used to calling them, but also because the Rainbow Tarot deck has the wands written in it. Now, the suit of the wands is all about action. It is the action suit. So the things that you got to get done. It's based in the fire sign. So for the zodiac signs, the astrology, this is the element of fire. The wands are. So what are the fire signs? That is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So if you think about the qualities of a Sagittarius, an Aries, and a Leo, you can kind of get the feel of what the rods or the wands are all about. Um, so, Sagittarius likes adventure and action, and they're very quick to act and speak sometimes. Leo is very much into, getting things done, being the leader, very strong, very loyal. And then you've got the Aries. The Aries is this first sign in the astrology, and they are definitely leaders. They're very fiery. They can be quick tempered. So that's the energy of the wands suit. So we're going to go through the wands, and I'm going to translate the Rainbow Tarot for you based off of this. And so the ace, as always, the ace of all the cards is always going to be about beginning. So with the wands, the ace of wands or rods, as the Morgan Greer says it. If you look and see, the wand is in the sky. You've got all the nice lush greenery in the background, and then the hand is bringing the wand out from the clouds. This is all about the beginning of whatever you're doing. This is the beginning, the start of acting. This is maybe you want to go somewhere and you pull the ace of wands out. You ask the tarot a question, you pull the ace of wands out. It could be like, yep, get started, right? So that's the Morgan Greer deck. And then if you look to see, here is the Rainbow Tarot deck. And it's real similar, right? You have the hand and then the wand coming out. And I love that the wand on this one is the fire coming out, because now you've got the fire element there. But this is just the start, right? This is to lighting the spark. All right. So that's the Ace of Wands. Now, with the two, remember the two in the suits, this is all about choice. What are you going, which way you're going to go? With the wands, it's definitely about which road are you going to take. All right. So this is the two of wands. And you see him, there's a couple of wands here, and he's got the orb in his hand. He's kind of like getting started on his journey. He needs to decide which way he wants to go. It's a clear blue sky. This is a positive card. This is just, hey, you know what? Either choice that you make is going to be good, so just choose. And then the Two of Wands in the Rainbow deck has a little bit more darkness in it, and that's okay. It's just a little bit different interpretation. But you do have the dueling, I guess they would be they're kind of like wizards in my mind. They look like wizards to me because they have the dueling wands. But you're going to be choosing, right? So the two is always about choice. So you're going to choose which way you're going to go, what direction you're going to take, what avenue you're going to go down, that sort of thing. Okay, so you've got the two wands and they're crossing over, similar to the swords has them crossing, but this is the wands. All right, now the three of wands, this is, remember the three is you're heading out, you're going now, you're starting your journey. The three of wands is very much that you've laid the groundwork to whatever you're gonna do, and now your ship is about to come in. I have a video on my channel from a couple of at the beginning of July. I drew the three of wands. It was one of my most favorite reads because this is telling me that I have been laying the groundwork and now my ship is about to come in. And that's very much what this man looks. This card you can't see, but he's standing in front of water. And so he's got the two rods in front of him or wands and then the one in back. And it's all, there's earth elements in here and it's a sunny day. This is a very positive card. Your ship is coming in. Now, if you look at the rainbow deck, check it out. You've got the three of wands, and they all have a little different symbol. They've got some spark coming out of them. I love this deck. I love this card. This is a really positive, it's almost like a party card. And that's kind of the energy this this card for the wands. It's kind of like it's a little bit of a party because you're excited. Think about whenever you've had you've decided on like a way to go, a direction to go. Maybe you're going to move, maybe you're starting something new with a person or with a job. You're excited when you're going, right? It's like the beginning of the journey. That's the feel of this card. All right. Now, the next card, the three of wands. Okay, the four, I thought I was out of order for just a second. So the four of wands, this is a really, really positive card. Okay, so this is all about celebration. Your ship has come in. You are doing really good. This is one of the, I don't talk about the reverse meanings very often in the deck, but this is one of the few cards. I think it might be the only card where if you get it upside down, it actually means uninterrupted abundance. And this is abundance. So you've got your four wands, you have your nice big castle in the background, you have your celebration wreath right here. It's a nice yellow background. Very, very positive card. This is a celebratory card for sure. And then here's the four of wands in the rainbow deck. I love it. You've got your witches there. They are holding their wands up in the sky. It is a lots of light all around them, right? This is a nice happy card. You have your rainbow up at the top and then the nice bright burst of light right here. And so the four of wands, very, very good card to get. This was also in my most favorite read that I ever got because I'm just like, yes, I am so here for it. All right, now we have gotten to the point in the suit. If you've been following my videos, you know that once we get to the five, it's a little bit of a hit the wall moment. All right, and it's no different with the wands. So with the five of wands, here they are. You can see it's a bunch of people kind of arguing. They're hitting the sticks, right? So the five of wands is the message of, hey, you know what? You might have some division in the way that you want to do things and the way other people want to do things. You may be in a team of people or your family, and you all are kind of like trying to, take control in where you're going to go. So this card is all about just, be patient with people. Remember your own grace. You might be coming up against some conflict, and you're having a little bit of conflict right now with this card. Now with the rainbow deck, it's a little bit more positive looking, right? But you do have, what I noticed about the rainbow deck is anytime it is kind of like it's not a negative card, but it's also not like full on positive, right? You're having some conflict. This, if you see the rainbow road at the bottom, it's kind of split and going in different directions. So that tells me that you've got some people around you, or you're in a situation where you may be coming up against some conflict with where people want to go. Because remember, the wands are all about action, right? Um, and so this card, you it's not all negative, right? You do have a rainbow behind here. You've got the nice bright colors. Once you guys get this figured out, whatever this conflict is, then there's happy bright days ahead. All right. Now, the Six of Wands, you've gotten past the conflict. You've won. You're kind of like almost not quite marching to victory, but you are pretty happy with yourself because you made it out of that conflict. And that's what this card is. So you got the man on the horse, and he's riding proud and happy. He's got his wand with a wreath around it. It's a nice blue sky. This is you've just won whatever that conflict is, or you've gotten out of it and you're heading out, you're moving forward. All right. Now, with the rainbow deck, look at that. So we've got our person here in the cloak, right? There is a little bit of a dark shadow on the person, which tells me that there may be maybe some leftover feelings from what happened from before. I mean, this is the six, so that means that you may have come out of some conflict, and now, even though the conflict is over, you might be feeling some sort of way about it. That's what the darkness of the cloak means to me. That's how I interpret it. And then you've got your Six of Wands here. All right. So the wands are bright, though. And there's a nice bright orb right here in the middle. And you've got your rainbow in the back. So this isn't all negative either. This is something where it's saying, hey, you know what? You're out of the conflict. You're on your way. Let go of the past and move forward. All right. Now remember, do you remember from before the seven? The seven is always a stand your ground card. All right. And no other suit says it better, I think, than the Seven of Wands, because he is literally standing his ground. So there he is. He's got all of his wands around him, and he is kind of like putting it in the ground, right? He's like, okay, this is where I stand. This is my hill that I'm dying on. This is where the the rubber hits the road, right? So that is the Seven of Wands. And I like that it has, the yellow on there. This is not a negative card at all. This is a positive card. This is a card telling you, hey, you're going in the right direction. Everything is good. Just remember who you are and remember to stand your ground while you're moving forward. Now, with the rainbow deck, a little bit of a difference. There's some clouds at the bottom, but they are bright. They're bright clouds. And then the hand is holding all of the wands. And I feel like that's kind of like telling us that you're holding your fort down, right? You're holding it in, you're keeping it all down. You're like, this is sort of like, I am I'm in control. I'm doing this thing, and this is the direction that I'm going. And then all of the wands have the bright um, light in the back in the top, which is, I love that. And then you do have a little bit of the moon in this card, in the rainbow card. So this card, the way I would interpret this, it's a little bit different than this one. This one has a little bit of leftover moodiness from whatever has happened. So the rainbow deck, the rainbow tarot, has a little bit more it feels a little bit more moody. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this with you guys is, yes, everything, well, most tarot cards, most tarot decks are based off of the Rider Waite, and most of them carry that same energy. But depending on the artwork and how it's illustrated, it definitely changes a little bit of the message and the energy of the deck. Okay. And it's okay. That's it's all energy. Okay. So we just finished with the seven, and now on the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a very positive card. This is everything's going your way. This is the wands are shooting across the sky. They're all going to hit their target. This is like you are doing really well. You're on the right path. Everything is golden. Good job. And so, with the Rider Waite and the Morgan Greer deck, the wands are shooting across the sky. Everything's bright. It's pretty. You got your castle back here. With the Rainbow deck, look at that. You've got your wands and all of the really cool, pretty, colorful birds and butterflies coming out of the wands with bright lights. Very positive card telling you that everything coming out of the wand, everything that you're doing, like all your actions are magical. That's what I see. And rainbows in the background. They're holding, it's somebody holding all of the wands. So you're doing really good on that one. Now, the Nine of Wands. Um, I thought I lost one of my cards. The Nine of Wands, this is another really positive card. This is the card where he has won the victory now. He's won the battle. He's doing like his little victory march in front of, if you can imagine, like he's got, maybe he has like a whole um, um, group of soldiers behind him, right? So he's like, yes, we did it. This is a very celebratory card telling you that, hey, we've got all of our wands in a row, all of our ducks are in a row. We have been doing the right things. We're moving in the right direction. Everything is great. This is a very positive card. Then you've got, I like that in the rainbow deck, that does incorporate a lot of the yellow, which is really nice. You've got your wizard. This one right here, what this card reminds me of? It's a little bit of it's not like stand your ground like the seven, but the nine is like you've won your battle because you stood your ground, right? It's like you're moving forward and you are really pretty much responsible for it. Like you did really a lot of great work. And this card right here reminds me, if you haven't seen The Lord of the Rings, you got to go see it. But this one reminds me of when Gandalf is in the caves and he's saying, "You shall not pass." Look at that. Looks just like him. And that's kind of the energy of the Nine of Wands. It's like, hey, I am the powerful one. I'm doing the right things. I'm moving forward, and everything is great. I love that card. You can see that that wizard is very, very powerful. Everything around this wizard is moving out of the way because he's moving in the right direction. All right. Now, the 10 of Wands. Okay. The 10 is not always the same with every suit. So the 10 of Wands, it's very easy to tell what this is because just by looking at the picture, you can tell he is carrying all the wands himself, right? Or they are. This person right here is carrying all the wands themselves. So, what do you think that probably means? Well, that means that you may be carrying the full load. You are taking care of everything. You're doing so many things. Your work and effort that you're putting in is a lot right now. Like you're doing all the work. Now, is it a bad thing? Not necessarily, but this is a card that's telling you that it's reminding you to ask for help, all right, to ask for support. That's what this card is telling you. Now, if you look at the rainbow deck, you see that? So this person is holding all of the cards. They've got all of the wands in their hand, and it's almost like they can barely hold on to them all. You see how, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's a lot for one hand to hold. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus. Okay. So it's not a negative card. There's no negativity. There's not really a lot of darkness in this card. Lots of brightness, lots of, up at the top there, you've got your sun shining. This is a card that's saying, hey, you know what? You've got a lot on your hands right now. You're carrying a lot of weight. You're doing a lot of work. The rainbow is in front of you. The light is shining at you. And this is just kind of telling you, hey, you know what? I'm here to support you. So this is also a card that's telling you that you can ask for support. There's even a person on this card right here and on the rainbow trail. I don't know if you can see that. So that is the suit of wands. Hopefully you're loving this. Last one is going to be the cups. I love the cups. They are the element of water, and we'll get into that next. We'll go from the ace to the cups. And if you are enjoying this way that I'm translating, I am also going to do the um, major arcana and also all of the court cards. So the page, the knights, the kings, and the queens, and then we'll do the major arcana too. All right, so then we'll finish translating this deck here pretty soon. We're going to go through it, and I'm hoping this is helping you. If it is, please let me know. If it isn't, if you hate it, you can even tell me that too. All right, leave me a comment in the comments box, and if you want a full read where I can work with you on if you're needing clarity in a situation, if you need a healing tarot spread, we can do that as well. Just leave me a comment of, let's see, this is the wands deck. So let's go with, if you want any kind of read on what actions to take in your life and clarity, then send me the comment action. All right. Okay. So until next time, I wish you all the magical days your heart desires.